Before I start this video, just want to let you guys know that I have multiple different channels. Links are in the description. Also a Twitch channel and a Twitter. Go ahead and check those out, please. Seriously, please do. So I'm sure by now a lot of people have thought that Chapter 7 is going to be the return of the Seven. And I think we've actually gotten a few confirmations from a lot of different insiders from Epic Games. But I have a few theories that I would like to showcase regarding Chapter 7, and of course, I had to make it thematic, so I've got 7 different theories about Chapter 7. Starting off short and simple with theory number 1, the Seven make a return. This one isn't really much of a theory, but it was when I made the script, so hey. Like I said, we've gotten a lot of different confirmation that the Seven are going to be making an appearance in Chapter 7, so this theory isn't really a theory, more or less just a fact. But hey, starting off short and simple here. Theory number 2 is that some of the members of the Seven got corrupted by the Chrome back in Chapter 3, Season 4, and now they are now evil. I think this storyline, this plot point, would be a lot better than whatever the Chapter 4 storyline was. This would actually show us what happened at the end of Chapter 3 and at the beginning of Chapter 4. Since we've never gotten a conclusion on that story, this would be the perfect opportunity to be like, hey, they were just in the void, now they came back, haha, we planned this all along. Clearly they didn't, but they can make it seem like they did. Also, fun fact, I actually made a video talking about that, because they never concluded the Seventh story, they just kept on going on. It started a new story with Hope. Speaking of Hope, theory number 3 is that Hope and Jones will either temporarily or officially join the Seven after 2 of the members have either gotten corrupted or have died. I think this would be so cool to see the new storyline mixed with the old storyline. This would be like a perfect storm of mixing nostalgia with a new storyline, with just so many cool different things, and so many cool concepts could be mixed around. Perhaps this could be the reason why the Dark Presence has taken so long to show up, because maybe the Seven have been holding them back. That could be why 2 of the members have died, or something like that. I mean, after all, the Dark Presence has been shown to have the 0 shard, so perhaps the Seven went after the Dark Presence, turns out 2 of them died, then they go back to find Jones because Jones worked with them in the past. I think that'd be pretty cool. Something else I think would be really cool is the return of Chapter 3 at the end of the year. I think this is more or less a guarantee, considering it's Chapter 7, Chapter 3 was like the Seven's Island. This one I feel like is going to happen. Perhaps something similar to what we got with Chapter OG and Chapter Remix. We could get Chapter Redone or something like that, where it's just the Chapter 3 island but mixed with Chapter 7's storyline or whatever. Like I said, the Chapter 3 island coming back during Chapter 7 makes a lot more sense than it coming back for Chapter 6. Yes, it would have been thematic because Chapter 4 got Chapter 1, Chapter 5 got Chapter 2, Chapter 6 could have gotten Chapter 3, but instead it got The Simpsons for some reason. So this would just mean that Chapter 7, which is going to be themed around the Seven, will have Chapter 3 return. Theory number 5 is that Geno finally shows up alongside the IO. Now when I say finally, I do mean finally. Geno has never actually been in Fortnite. He's been in the comics, but never in the game. Just think about that for a while. Yes, the Ageless is a snapshot of Geno, but he's not actually Geno. So Chapter 7 would be probably the last perfect opportunity that Geno could show up. I mean, this is their last chance to combine the old storyline with the new storyline and finally conclude the old storyline. So if they don't do this during Chapter 7, they're probably never going to. Theory number 6 is that the 0 will show up, obviously, but but the 0 would break or shatter at the end of the chapter, leading us to Chapter 8. I think this would be a really cool way to kind of redo Chapter 4, because Chapter 4 was almost that, where the island was getting brought together by so many different pieces from different realities and everything, but Chapter 8 could be the better Chapter 4. And I know one of my friends would really love for that to happen. Now maybe Chapter 8 could be a very collab-heavy chapter, where different realities merge to the island, whereas instead of just getting random pieces from random realities to form the island, maybe we could get things from like the Marvel universe, the DC universe, Pirates of the Caribbean, I don't know why that was the first one that came to mind, Star Wars, The Simpsons, we could always do more Simpsons. We could always have more Simpsons. Please don't give us more Simpsons. So perhaps Chapter 8 could be something like that, or it would just simply be a better Chapter 4. And then my personal favorite theory, theory number 7, we fight alongside Sloan to defeat the corrupted Seven. This is kind of stemming back to what happened at the end of Chapter 3, where the Seven got corrupted by the Chrome. This would be so cool, and this would be so much fan service, it would be unbelievable. I just think it'd be really cool if Jones recognizes the Seven, knows that they have been corrupted, and calls for Sloan's help. I think that would be cool, and again, a much better way to handle what happened during the end of Chapter 4. Or even better, we could tie back to the end of Chapter 4 with the time machine shenanigans, and perhaps the whole reason why Sloan even knows that we need help is because she could be lost in like a time stream or something like that. Maybe the corrupted Seven notices that, or something to do with a corrupted time stream, because again, we also haven't gotten a conclusion for Sloan's storyline. Well, those are my 7 theories about Chapter 7. Hopefully the Seven will come back, and it won't take us 7 more years for them to come back. But regardless, I'm really happy what we're about to get. I feel like Chapter 7 is going to be one of, if not the best chapters of Fortnite. I think it has the possibility to surpass Chapter 2. But with that said, thank you all so much for watching. Please do consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. And don't forget to use creator code DELTA in the Fortnite item shop to get 0% off your next bundle. And I'll see you on the next one. God bless and goodbye for now.